Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause real recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tied up ties on the industry advice. I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, have the lights on us. Fires to the side of an ice caller. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a G, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, cause she know it. Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go, yeah. Shooting star, yeah, all over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not wet my way and go, yeah. I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO.
It's a venue in a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Play action on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
All right, here we go. Second down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He rotates a couple of yards through that chaos. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. Only a couple there, hoping obviously for considerably more, and that's going to bring up third and very long. Back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. So 3rd and 16, no problem for him as they get the first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Second down now, 7 to go. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Headed out right. Now he takes it. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. He'll look to throw. That heater is going to fall to the turf. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They kick the running back in motion. Takes the snap, 4th and inches. Has it down close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Lions finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Set.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Ready. Set.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
He has the first over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in.
It's a Green Bay touchdown! So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Finds him over the middle. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game. But boy, Brock, what a shot.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 37. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Getting right back to it after that interception. Throwing the out route complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield. Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go. 19 tight. 19 tight. Head straight.
From the 32. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Throw on 3rd down. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And the Packers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Set. Grenade. Grenade. Ready.
They run it from the gun with Wright. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now.
We'll go orange. Set. Ready.
Herbert from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the first down.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th.
Set.
Trying for it, it's Walker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Set. Grenade.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. That's reeled in by Jayden Reed. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Set.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Set.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Go.
Now Herbert to throw. Reed's got it. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers parlay the interception into points. Jayden Reed the touchdown. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's out in the clear. And the Packers are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Right, running out of the gun. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Second and 6 coming up here. Right again. And he'll work a little room down to the 29. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Set. Ready.
Herbert with a blitz coming. Short pass brought in. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They're now set for 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready.
From the red zone now. This finds Dobbs. And this is down all the way to the 3. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. The Packers are on the move here. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Set. Set.
Walker. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. He was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Herbert back to throw. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Set. Set.
I'll try to run it with Walker. And he's across. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Check. Stop that. Check. Stop that.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Oh, no. They get him yet again. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And the Packers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Running with Walker again. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. This just a 26-yarder down the middle. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the advantage now sits at 24.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
Here we go. 18 left, 18 left. Go.
Back to throw it. He's on the move. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Set. 59, 59. Baylor Tiger. What is it?
On the play fake, it's Herbert. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Set. Go. Hey, Kappa. Ready.
Back to the air, Herbert. They connect on the deep shot. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Give him 30 yards on that one. Down Packers.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down.
Set.
Here's Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that sets up 2nd and 5. Part of what's earned him status, Gronk, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Herbert throwing again. Complete out to the right side. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Set. Set.
Here's a give inside to Wright. And he has this one down to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Set. Go.
Toss play. This is Walker. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
380.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Ready. Set.
Here's a give for Wright. And he only gets this one down to the 9. A pickup of 2, and that run doesn't get it for them either. It's 4th and 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
The Packers sending out their special teamers. Field goal coming. It's just a 26-yarder down the middle.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They put a receiver in motion here left. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. They'll try and throw it here. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
That's caught for the first. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They gain 14 on the play. And that gives the Lions the first. He'll throw it yet again. Hauled in left side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Let's go.
From the 36. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
Ready, ready.
First down, Detroit.
Ready, ready.
Working inside the red zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions start the second half with some needed points. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
The Lions offense looks like they're staying out there. We got a 2-point try coming up.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. And they pick him off again. That's Bobby Okereke. And the Packers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
And they're on the 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Set. What is it?
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Get out. Ready.
This is right, running left. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Tackled back at the
Even on the outer edges of this field, Kate, a cornerback making a stop behind the line, it's impressive. But in the middle third, that takes a special and fearless type of cornerback.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Set. Ready.
Herbert now. He steps in and makes the interception. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back with a pick 6. You get a pick 6, you get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
The Lions will set up for the two-point conversion.
And he'll get in, and they'll get a little closer as a result. The lead down to 13 now. No dice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the two-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a two-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Set. 380. You're out. Set.
Herbert back to it after the pick. Into the hands of Walker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be first down, Packers.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Set. 5-9. Hey, Ray. You're out.
Herbert from the gun. It's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. So we're through 3 here. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Set. Go.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. On target to Musgrave. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Has the direction, but not the distance. It falls just short. And their lead will remain at 13.
Really, Kate, that miss doesn't change a whole lot about the game management here. The only thing it does is provide a bit more momentum for the offense running out in need of 2 quick scores.
On first down, they'll run. And he's brought down after a short gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd and 8. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Not an open passing lane to be found anywhere. He took what he thought was the best one available, and they still managed to tip the ball away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Back to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth.
Here we go.
They're going play action. Escapes out to the left. He's running for it. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. To the ground with Walker. And he's brought down for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
10. Ready.
To throw, Herbert. Buys time, rolling right. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
He beams one deep right side. He's got it inside the 10. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
And go.
Back now, pressure on its way. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Complete over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Play action on 1st down. Finds a seam down the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Offense up to the line fast. They'll run here on 1st down. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Some guys, you just have to account for them, especially middle linebackers. I remember Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, it just felt like their presence took up the entire field. In this linebacker today, we had the interception earlier, a sack right now. You've got to start figuring out a plan for him, or he will take over this game.
3rd and long for him here. That's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And in for the Detroit touchdown. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.